I love the colorful clothes she wears and the way the sunlight plays upon her hair.
Hey, welcome to more Ray than ever before. This is the Ray Lucia Show. I'm John Bam Ransom, joined by Gene Pastula. You know, Gene, every time I say your name, I think it's a pasta dish. I'm like, hey, I want the Pastula, maybe with the red sauce, a little bit of garlic bread or something like that. So, yeah. Hey, and by the way, Gene, you and Ray are going to be up at the Accredited Investor Summit that's coming up July 11th, this Saturday, July 11th, 8 a.m., San Francisco, California. To register, you can go to accreditedinvestorsummit.com, accreditedinvestorsummit.com. That's a San Mateo Marriott. You can also call 888-629-1299. We're running out of days. If you want to get these guys live and in person, you got to go to accreditedinvestorsummit.com. Okay, so for
that's true, and we're also running out of eggs, so you got to get in there. The last couple, 2 or 3 people.
Oh, for the omelet bar? That's right.
Enough,
that's right.
You know.
That's right. You definitely want not want to miss the omelet for sure.
This is true.
Some of the speakers you can probably you can probably do without. But anyway, before the break, we're talking a little bit about the advisability of kind of pensionizing your own retirement plan with some more safe money. Certainly in this type of market conditions, with everything that's been going on, as long as we've had kind of this bull run running, whether the market is due for a correction or some sort of monumental crash really is irrelevant to me. Having some smart, safe money in your portfolio makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, well, I wanted to just kind of cover this a little very quickly in this segment. The fact is that these annuities that are available now, especially to people who, like us and others that are in this, that specialize in this, that are aware of the new products that have been coming online for the last year and a half. The efficiency of them is incredible,
right.
and the whole way in which interest rates are credited. The most recent one I saw used an index as a determining factor of what the interest rates would be each year. And this is kind of a relatively new thing in the annuity world. But the interesting thing is that the particular index that they're using now in at least one of these has been back tested all the way back to the early 90s and outperforms the S&P, if you will. Not necessarily because it literally does better each year, but because the annuity is able, the way they do it is able to keep you, they don't invest in the stocks, they invest based on the index, and there's no downside.
Right.
They never go down when the index goes down.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Hey, we're talking with Gene Pastula with SafeMoneyMonitor.com. That's Safe Money Monitor. You can call him at 800-809-6783. That's 800-809-6783. And I just I want to follow up with that because while you guys were talking, you were talking a lot about the fees or the sales commissions and all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of like, not really what you look at inside of these investment products. It'd be kind of like combining or comparing a drill with a hammer. A hammer certainly will give you more pounds per square foot when you smack it, but it's not going to be the most efficient thing to put a wood screw into wood, right?
This is true. This is true. It's interesting. The critics will always point out the most blatant, most horrible examples of these products,
right,
and say, see how much the guy is getting that's selling this to you and how much the company is ripping off. And you look at that and you say, but that's like 5% of all the annuities out there.
And what they do is they'll make a comparison. They will say things like, they will say, look, they didn't have these academic studies back when I was a broker, and so the argument was always, well, but if you just kept it in the S&P 500 over the same period of time, you'd have more money, blah 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 blah, and you wouldn't have to pay all these fees.
Right.
That's what they would say.
Yeah.
But the truth is, now we have the behavioral research that says that's not how it works.
No,
pay the fees.
Yeah.
All right.
If anybody out there has got the slightest concern about the the dependability and the predictability of their portfolio and what options they have, they should call us and let us, you know, walk them through some options.
Hey, the site is safemoneymonitor.com. That's safemoneymonitor.com. You can also get Gene live and in person, 800-809-6783. That's 800-809-6783. Let's switch gears a little bit because you've got another strategy that I'm really, really fond of when it comes to long-term care. We all know that the fact is, truth of the matter, demographics are driving this. The cost of long-term care for your retirement is going up. It's going up for all of us. The younger you are, probably the more it's going to be going up. If you don't have a plan to address this, you have a good solution here.
Yeah, the idea is to put a strategy in your portfolio mix that will allow the portfolio to generate significant increases in monthly income in the event that you need care. Now, with a 70%, this is the government statistics, 70% incidence of using care before you die. Now, depends on, you know, how long and everything, how serious the problem is. But it can be several hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you're talking nationwide average cost is about $80,000 a year in a nursing facility on the two coasts. It's more.
And you have a strategy basically that takes existing dollars in somebody's allocation that maybe aren't being used as efficiently, does the same thing that they were going to do anyways, and adds some benefits and some features to it.
If you could imagine taking your CD and changing it slightly, the bank says, okay, we got another option for you in case you want to use it, that says, this CD is going to be the same as it is now. You're going to be able to get your money. They're not earning anything anyway.
Right.
But if you need care, we're going to double or triple or quadruple that value instantly to start paying you income, depending on your age when you set it up and all the rest of the stuff. And if you're fortunate and don't ever need care, we'll put a figure on that and say that that 100,000 CD will be worth 180 for sure, no matter when you die.
Right.
Okay. Now, which would you like? And that's when you look at it.
Do I have to put the 100 in originally?
It'd be nice.
Okay.
Yeah. But 50, or you can put 10 year, 10,000 a year, or 5,000 a year over 20. It doesn't matter. I mean, it changes the numbers a little bit, but you know. But the point is that we've created, and this is not like brand new. This is like in the in the last 25 years we've been doing this.
Yes.
It's an amazing product, and again, one that if you're under the age of 75 and you're not too unhealthy yet.
Well, you know, and the beauty of this strategy, and it's not in all cases, but for example, if people out there have done the right thing, they're responsible people to begin that with, they have an emergency fund because they've been building their portfolio in a responsible way. They can take some of those emergency funds that are sitting there, get a little bit better return, maybe even increase their liquidity in terms of how liquid it is compared to like a bank CD, increase their returns, but also have it do some other things for them, including pay a death benefit and pay for long-term care if they were going to need it.
One of the biggest uses we have for it is people who are required to take they get to the point where they need required minimum distributions. And what do you do with what's left over? Well, when you put it into one of these each year and you create a $200,000 legacy for your grandchildren, but that if you need it first, it goes to you, and by the time this all comes about, you may have only put in $30,000-$40,000.
Right.
And it creates this huge leverage.
Hey, the website is safemoneymonitor.com, safemoneymonitor.com. You've got some examples there. You also have some white papers there that people can download, take a look at some of the research, because we're not talking about industry research. We're talking about academic studies that have been done recently that essentially say, hey, You can annuitize part of your portfolio, and maybe some of these linked benefits programs are a way to look at solving your long-term care problem, because the truth of the matter is this isn't a problem that the insurance industry came up with. It's a problem for all retirees, including folks like myself who I'm not that close to retirement to really contemplate it. In 5 years I will be, and I'll start to really think about this issue, and I'll need some sort of a solution like this.
Yeah, well, and we're not talking about changing your entire approach to investing or what have you. We're talking about looking at a portion of the portfolio and allocating it differently.
Hey, it's safemoneymonitor.com, safemoneymonitor.com, 800-809-6783. That's 800-809-6783. You can catch Ray and Gene this weekend, Saturday, July 11th, 8 a.m., San Francisco, California, San Mateo Marriott, omelets included, Accredited Investor Summit. Go ahead and RSVP at accreditedinvestorsummit.com. That's accreditedinvestorsummit.com. You can also call 888-629-1299. That's 888-629-1299. Gene and all the gang will be there this Saturday. Don't miss it. You're going to go in, you're going to come out full and smart. Full and smart. Two things that you want in life. Hey, we have more Ray with emails coming up right after this.